Dulur permainan nggon Kampung Amerika, ya apa kabar sampean? Aku Cak Supri, muga-muga sampean bagas waras kabeh ya. Lah Lur, iki wis musim gugur ning Amerika, hawane wis semrebet, tapi apik mergo godhong-godhong wis mulai berubah rupane ya, warnane ya. Ana sing abang, ana sing kuning. Lan ya iki kesempatan nggo metu, nggo menikmati keindahan alam sadurunge engko adem jejet engko musim dingin ya, kira-kira sekitar 1,5 bulan meneh ya. Nah, Dulur, ngomong-ngomong panganan, wong Amerika kuwi emang yo seneng jajal-jajal panganan sing reno-reno ya. Apa meneh emang akeh berbagai bangsa sing urip nang Amerika, dadi variasi makanannya yo akeh mergo ketekan imigran iku ning. Lah salah sijine sing mungkin sampean rada kaget, wong Amerika saiki ternyata akeh sing seneng bekicot iku, Dulur. Nek Indonesia kan wis suwe iku, nek Kediri iku dhisik sing jenenge sate bekicot atau keripik bekicot wis terkenal. Nek Amerika ternyata ya ono wong sing duwe peternakan bekicot ora akeh. Sing mulai rada tren. Lan ternyata ya akeh restoran sing nyediakno menu bekicot. Tapi iki istimewane, ternyata iki peternakan bekicot sing dikelola karo wong Amerika iki entuk sertifikasi saka pemerintah mergo organik. Lah mungkin sampai penasaran kok ono peternakan bekicot organik iki. Ya apa ceritane? Ditontok Dulur.
The snail farming came about just a realization that there was a gap in the market. I was a chef full-time back in 2013 and wanted to put snails on my menu. And at the time I was taking a lot of care to source my ingredients locally and ethically and responsibly and make sure they were, the best that they could possibly be. And I wanted to do a snail dish, an escargot dish. And so I started looking to see if I could find some snails for this dish, and all I could find were canned or frozen snails.
The dish we're preparing today is peconic snails. We're making it with a garlic cream, parsley puree, parsley oil, pea shoots, and snail caviar. Just like that they're local and fresh. I mean, our only really option is with the canned, industrially produced French import snail. It's the same as it is everywhere.
We are the only USDA certified snail farm in the country. We got our approval from them in 2015, and we work closely with them on all the things that keep the local agriculture safe, because they are an invasive pest that could do a lot of damage to, the surrounding agriculture. Once we had the snails, it was a whole new process of figuring out how to raise them inside of a greenhouse. The flavor of the snails is affected depending on what you feed them, and for that reason we're very careful with what we're finishing them on, because we know it's going to become a prominent flavor profile in the finished product. So we're literally kind of the last 2 weeks of their life seasoning them from the inside out, but more often than not it's herbs that would be more palatable to a human interest. So things like basil, parsley, tarragon, mint. Getting people to try snails for the first time is a big part of our business, because we are living in America and it's not something that people have been eating here for years and years like they have in other countries.
So the eggs themselves are just 50-50 butter, cream, and 2 farm eggs. The sauce itself is just very simple, so we do a simply seasoned 7 to 8 escargots out of shell with a little bit of salt and pepper. Just throw them right in the pan with a little bit of garlic, parsley, and butter. This dish is pretty popular. We pretty much get almost every table gets one.
I have made the switch from full-time chef to full-time farmer. I still do some cooking at our pop-up, Paw Paw, but most of my time is spent with the snails, and it has been very relaxing. The kitchen is a stressful, hot, chaotic place, and so to kind of go from that to a very quiet greenhouse in the country with just me and the snails that aren't making any noises, it's been wonderful. What I love about snail farming, I think, is seeing the entire process. Being full-time chef, I was only kind of catching the product at its end stage, and I was, preparing it and sending it out to be eaten. With this, you're literally seeing life, being born. You're seeing these snails hatching and growing and getting bigger. You're taking care of them. You're making sure they're healthy and they're happy. And then you're creating a product, really quality, something you can, that I'm proud of, and then kind of passing it off along to the chef.